Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to film for you my 3-week postpartum and baby update. So I'm looking a little windswept. I've literally just got in from dropping Rosalie off at preschool and I thought I would grab this opportunity to film this quickly. Maeve's weight. I still haven't actually got Maeve weighed. The last time she was weighed was at 9 days and she was £7.14.5. She feels bigger, so I think she is putting on weight, but I'm sure you all know that they've like stopped loads of funding for children's centres, and the one just around the corner from us that we went to with Rosalie, which is within walking distance, has now closed down. So the next nearest one I have to drive to, and it's on a Tuesday, the session, and that's a day that Rosalie doesn't do preschool. So we normally do a day out or a fun activity together. Rosalie doesn't have much time with us, so I like to do something sort of special together, and I just haven't been back at the time when the session is. So yeah, that's why I haven't got it weighed yet, but I really need to do it. I've missed it again this week. Yeah, it's a bit bad. Maeve is a lot more alert this week, and I would probably say she is awake about 30% of the day. She has periods of awakeness. The most awake period that she has is probably from 5 when we're having our dinner till about 9-10 o'clock. She seems to be really awake in that time, and sometimes she won't settle in her chair. Most of the time she does, but I do feed her a lot in that time, so she is cluster feeding, but I don't really mind because I figure the more milk she takes before bed, the longer she'll sleep through. We've just got a new bouncy chair and Maeve really likes to be in there. She focuses, it's got some hanging stars that hang down, and she really focuses on those. I think she can see that far now, so yeah, she really looks at them, and she's not obviously reaching out for them, but you can see that she is looking at them. She follows your voice if she hears you talking. So Maeve is still only waking twice in the night. Touch wood, long may this continue. If I feed her at around 10 or 11 p.m, she'll actually sleep through till about 2 a.m. It's actually getting to the stage now where she's not waking up for a feed. I'm waking up because my boobs are so full, and at first I was waking her up and feeding her, and then she'd just go back down again, but I've started to not do that. Some nights she'll go to 4, so I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm just going to see. I actually think she would go longer, so I'm going to stop doing that now and just see how we get on. After that 2 a.m. feed, she will then go back down till around 5 a.m. Sometimes she'll settle in her cot after that. Other times I'm finding that I need to bring her in bed with us, but she normally will settle back down and go to sleep for a couple more hours, although obviously Rosalie is awake sometime between 6 and 7, so we don't get long after that feed. So feeding is going really well. The mastitis has cleared up. Maeve tends to wake up at around 8 a.m. and then she will cluster feed till about lunchtime, and then she will go a really long time without another feed. It seems to be quite random. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it. In the day I'm just trying to feed her whenever she wants it, so we're doing like demand feeding, and there doesn't really seem to be a pattern to it at all. We have had Maeve's hearing test. We had to go to our local doctor's surgery to have that done, and it literally took about 2 minutes. They just put the little earbuds in her ears and tested her, and they all came back fine, so that was really good. Her belly button is fully healed, which I was really pleased about, because Rosalie had to have hers like frozen off because it wouldn't heal properly, so they had to put some like metal stuff on it because it went a bit manky. So I was really pleased that Maeve's is like fully healed now, and yeah, it looks really good. Rosalie absolutely loves Maeve. She thinks she is the best thing ever. She wants to give her cuddles and kisses all the time. Rosalie has actually had chickenpox this week, so I don't know if Maeve's going to catch them. She may do. I think it's an incubation period of about 21 days, so we won't know for a while yet. But luckily Rosalie's been really good with them. She hasn't had too much ill effects, although she's she's kind of had big patches rather than spots. And she's had a few spots, but some of them have like gone into really nasty patches. But luckily she hasn't been too phased by it, and she hasn't been itching them. But she has been all over Maeve, because that you can't really stop her. So we will see what happens there. She's so little, I hope she doesn't get it, because it just seems so wrong. But we will see. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And we went to the doctor's to get some cream for Rosalie, and he was like, he just said it's just one of those things, it's a childhood illness. We actually stayed the weekend at my mum's house, so we bathed Maeve in the snuggle bath that came. She did cry a little bit, but she seemed to like that a lot better. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using that more. It was also quite handy because Rosalie could help, and she just loves to be involved in anything. She likes to help change her nappy and undo the little sticky bits. Yeah, she's really loving being involved, and she gets the little nappy bag out. So it's nice that that's another thing that we can do together. So postpartum, when I first had Maeve, I was really surprised at how much it didn't hurt. Like, I wasn't very stingy down below. Like, I hadn't had any stitches, and I did with Rosalie, so that may have been why. But yeah, nothing seemed to be, it wasn't sore down there. I still had a lot of bleeding. That is still going on. I'm still bleeding now. It's not as much anymore, and it's not red blood anymore, but I'm still wearing maternity pads to, you know, catch it. Lovely. My tummy seemed to go down quite a lot at first. It went down quite nicely. Now I don't know if I'm just eating too much. I haven't really been dieting at all, but I noticed the other day that there was a bit of an overhang there, so I need to be a bit better with that. I did wear one of those corset things that suck you in after I'd had Rosalie, and I did find that was quite good. I haven't worn that at all this time round, because I found it quite sweaty and uncomfortable when I did it with Rosalie, but maybe I should rein it all back in again. I also religiously applied cream to my boobs to help stop any stretch marks, and I haven't been doing that either. I have got stretch marks on one of my boobs, but I had those when I was pregnant anyway. Well, I had them with Rosalie as well, and then they faded, but they obviously come back this time round. I still have very engorged breasts. I have quite small boobs, and obviously they're filled with a lot of milk, and coupled with the fact that Maeve doesn't seem to drain a boob properly, like she won't drink the whole amount in a boob because there's so much milk, so I seem to have massive boobs like all the time. Sometimes she'll only have one boob, she won't have any from the other one. Sometimes she'll have a little bit from one, but most of the time they're still quite full even after she's just fed. They don't go empty. I'm looking forward to the time when they do feel empty. Everything else with my postpartum recovery is going quite well. So this is what Maeve looks like at 3 weeks old. She's still very scrunched. She's not as red as she was. I don't know if you can see that, but her skin is definitely getting lighter. She's not as flaky as she was either. That seems to have kind of all peeled off now. She is still scratching herself. So normally I'm putting, she hasn't got them on now, but this has got inbuilt scratch mitts, so I put those on her to help stop that. But yeah. I think you're gonna say hello. You're gonna show people what you look like. Good girl. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.